I'm really pissed off because I just filmed this whole video and I just realized the camera was facing the other way. So, fuck, I've got to do this whole video again, but I'm going to do it again right now, straight away, because this is an important video. Anyway, so, guys, there's a huge problem in the West today, and that is to do with the sexual marketplace, okay? And just to cut it short, listen, if you've come across the red pill and the manosphere, etc., you know the issues going on here, and it's too out of balance, it's too out of whack in terms of too many females are after too few of the men, right? You hear this stat being thrown around quite a lot. 80% of the females are chasing 20% of the men. I think these days with social media and with dating apps and everything, women's inflated sense of worth, value, I think it's around probably like 80% of the women, maybe even 90% of the women chasing 5% of the guys. I think it's getting crazy. I think it's way out of whack. I think there's women, so many bang average, 5, 6, 7 out of 10s are saying they're 9s and 10s. And I think this is to do with the fact that these top level guys entertaining these women from time to time, you know, sleeping with them, going on dates with them, talking to them, whatever. And because they get the attention of the top level guys, they believe that's what their value also is. And also the other guy, you know, even average girls who don't get that attention from the top guys, they're getting a hell of a lot of attention from the rest of the guys, you know, likes and comments on their videos and messages and so on. So these women, you know, they're inflating their sense of self-worth and sexual market value. And so what you're left with is a very small percentage of the men getting the attention from women, and the rest either getting scraps or getting nothing. And we know with history for our society, if you have too many men not getting who are sexually frustrated, they're not getting anything from women, that society breaks down. These men become very violent and they disrupt society, and society starts breaking down. So you're left with a lot of these guys, right? These incels, in involuntary celibates, and you know, I'm here. If you're one of these guys and you're watching this, I'm here to help you with this advice now. This advice, I believe, could save your life, because a lot of these men are becoming depressed, and they're becoming angry, they're becoming violent, they're hurting other people, and they're hurting themselves. And so if you're one of those guys, you're watching this, guys, take this advice on board. Trust me on this and hear me out. You need to realize there's so much more to life than females. And you say, well, that's rich coming from you, Ryan. You know, you're a reasonably good-looking guy. You know, I consider myself reasonably attractive. You know, I'm in good shape. I've got a beautiful wife. I've got a kid. Another one on the way. I'm doing well for myself. I've had a lot of female attention in my life. I still continue to get it from time to time, even though I'm married. I'm not cheating. I'm just saying I notice that attention. But I wanted to tell you something about myself. I've experienced both sides of the coin. Before the age of 18, just before my 18th birthday, I'd never had even a kiss from a girl. Okay, I never had a girlfriend, never got laid, nothing. I had no attention, never got attention from girls, never got anything. I went out, used to go out a lot, never got nothing. All my friends would get the attention. I was the loser. You know, I was this skinny, lanky kid with bad skin, bad dress sense. This was happening in my teens. You know, when you're like super horny and all you can think about is girls, and all you want to do is like lose your virginity, right? So I've experienced that. I know what that feels like to a large degree. And then on the flip side, you know, I've been a ladies' man from the age of like 21, 23. I was like a ladies' man, you know. I was getting loads of attention, sleeping with a lot of women before I met my wife. And that was a lot of fun, but it left me feeling empty. You know, I never had, and you know, there was no sense of value. I didn't achieve anything out of it. I didn't gain anything from it, really. You know, no one cared. No one cared how many women I slept with, and how beautiful they were. Right? No one gave a shit. There's nothing to show for it. You know, it gave me no value, gave me no sense of purpose, of meaning, of true happiness. It was a lot of fun at the time, but pretty soon into it, I was like empty. And then the other side before that, when I was 16, 17, I was very resentful, hate the world and hated women, and to a large degree. So I've seen both sides of it, came out the end of both sides, and realized that there's so much more to life. And this is what you got to do. You got to put your energy, your focus, your sense of meaning and purpose in this world, and sense of self and self-worth into what the world has to offer. And the world has so much to offer. It's a beautiful place. It can be an ugly place, but mostly it's beautiful. And you can make your world what you can turn it into what you make of it. You get to choose how you want to live your life now. Do you want to just shell up, and regress and hate the world and don't put yourself out there, don't experience new things, resent women, because they don't give you attention, and resent, their hypergamous nature. And I'll do a video on this. I think most men should embrace that. They shouldn't hate on women's sexual nature. They should embrace it. It should be like a challenge, a call to improve yourself, to work your way up that hierarchy, to gain more attention. That'd be great. But I have to be realistic here. I know this is a motivational channel to a large degree, but I'm also very much a realist. And I understand that some of you, a small percentage, but some of you will probably never get the attention you want from women, if any. Maybe that's harsh for you to say, but I have to keep it real here. But that doesn't mean you can't live a phenomenal life. Like I said, I realized, when I went from 17 to 21, 22, and I got what I wanted, got the attention of a woman I wanted, it meant nothing. It meant nothing. It gave me no value to my life. And so you have a choice here. You can stay resentful and never better yourself. Or you can go out there and grab life by the horns and experience it in as many ways as you can possibly experience it. As possibly one individual can experience it. Get out there, man. Go out, go work on yourself, get fit, get in good shape, eat great food, go to great restaurants, travel around the world, see the world, experience different cultures and people. You could learn to fight, you could learn to climb, you can learn to hunt. There's so many things in this world. You can read and study philosophy, the great minds, and you can, debate with people and, create, friendships and bonds that will last you for the rest of your life, etc., etc. You can go out and do so many other things. The world is your oyster here. None of that can be connected to women. And of course, on the flip side, the more you work on yourself, the more you better yourself, the more you improve, the more interesting you become, the more well-rounded, the more complex and capable. Yeah, probably you're going to get more attention. And that's great. That's going to be a bonus. But don't make the mistake of listening to that and saying, oh, I'm going to do all that so I can get the women. That's a mistake people make. Because again, you're valuing female attention. No, forget about that. Don't worry about it anymore. You have to let it go. If you're one of those guys that you're in that position, maybe you're never going to get women, no matter how good you become. Maybe. Unless you're making millions, you're making big bank, then pretty much any millionaire guy can get some female attention. But, you're not going to be one of those guys that's never going to even make bank. It doesn't matter. There's so much more you can do in life. So much more beauty to the world, so much more meaning to the world, so much more happiness and contentment it can give you and purpose than female attention and validation from women. And if you do that, guys, you'll come back and you'll thank me. Trust me. I live a life of improvement and experiencing the world in many different ways. I do that for myself. You know, I do it for my family. You know, I do it, partly I do it as well. I want to keep my wife, you know, happy and interested in me as well. But I mostly do it for me. You know, I don't care about the validation of women or anyone. I just want to experience life. You know, we're only here once, right? You know, I don't want to waste it through resentment and hating on women and wishing that I was get more and more attention from women. Like, it doesn't matter, guys. So guys, if this resonates with you, yeah, if you're one of those guys, you're watching it, you're struggling, you're down in the dumps, you're getting depressed, you're feeling anger in you, you have anger to the world, I hope you take this message on board. You know, it's a big world out there. There's so much. It has so much to offer, and you've gotta change your view on life to view it. You know, experiences. At the end of the life, what you're left with is memories. You know, when you're on your deathbed, you know, in old age, really what you have is memories. You know, and memories are created from, and best memories are created from the best experiences. And the best experiences come from putting yourself out there, trying to better yourself, and living life to the fullest. And it has nothing to do with chasing women. So listen, I hope this advice helps you. I hope you take it on board. If you're one of those people who need it, take it on board. Get out there and embrace it all. Okay? Let me know what you think. Give me a like, subscribe, comment. I know it helps me out massively. I'll keep bringing you content like this. And get in touch. Yeah, my email's in there. If you're one of these guys, you know, you want a private chat or something, drop me an email. Let's talk. Let's do it. All right. Cheers, guys. Join me back for the next video.